Hello everybody, welcome back to another Quilted Cow sewing tutorial. I'm your host for the day, Stacy, and we are going to be working on this really awesome Sue's Sweet Tea holder. But before we get started on this project, I'd like to give a quick shout out and thank you to our sponsors, Wilmington Prints, Husqvarna Viking Sewing Machines, Creative Grids, Rulers, Cutters, and Mats. Let's begin. So we're going to be working on this really awesome Sue's Sweet Tea holder. And I have to tell you guys, this is amazing. We actually have a wicked cool quilter that we designed this for. And look at how adorable this is. So if you'd like these kits, remember that you can go to our website, thequiltedcow.com, and purchase them. But look at how amazing this is. You have a spot for your honey sticks, that's what this center pocket is for, and then for your tea. So you could fit 4 different teas in here at a time, and it's awesome. It closes up really nicely, fits into your purse. I carry mine around with me actually all the time because I'm a big avid tea drinker. So that's really great right there. And what's really awesome is whenever you purchase the kit from the Quilted Cow website, you're getting a kit enough to make 2 of these. So you'll get your pattern and all of your material to make not 1, but 2 Sue's Sweet Tea holders. So let's go ahead and get started on this project. I chose this really beautiful Wilmington Prints floral party fabric line because I love the bold colors that it has in it. And a lot of the tea packets have these really beautiful colors to them as well. So I kind of wanted them to match. Now we've got our finger snaps, which if you haven't used these before, we actually have another video that has them in them if you'd like to check that out, but I'll show you how to do them as well. So I have all of my pocket material, I have my exterior and my lining material ready to go and cut out, and I've actually pre-fused to the back of my lining, but I'm going to show you how to do that with my exterior piece. So you're going to want to start with 2 pieces that are the same size. I've cut mine and gotten them ready, and I'm going to layer the fusible onto the wrong side of my exterior material. And I'm just going to go ahead and give that a quick iron over. If you've never worked with fusible interfacing before, it is wonderful. It's going to help hold everything together. But what's really good to know is that the glue is on one side only, and you want to make sure that you're gluing it to the correct side of your material. So I have my exterior piece ready to go and my lining piece ready to go. I've also pre-done one of my pockets for you, and I'm going to show you how to do that now. So with this cute little pocket, you're going to layer your 2 pocket squares right sides together, and we're just going to stitch a 1/4 inch seam around all 3 of the edges, leaving that bottom edge open for turning. So I'm going to go ahead and do that now, and then I'll show you as we go. Now, anytime that you're sewing something that you're turning right side out and you have corners, you're going to want to make sure that you clip those corners to decrease the bulk when you turn it right side out. Be careful, don't clip through your stitching. So I'm just going to give both of those little corners a quick snip, and then I'm going to turn it right side out, and when it's done, it'll match its cute little pocket brother. And then while I've got my ironing mat over here, I'm going to go ahead and press my other pocket. So this is that long pocket that you see on the bottom edge of the Sue's Sweet Tea. So this you're going to fold right sides together in half long ways so that it's long like this, and we're just going to press it. And after it's been pressed, we're going to do a decorative top stitch. So that's been top stitched. Now I'm going to layer everything onto my lining piece to get it ready for attaching. So you want to make sure that you're attaching it to the right edge of your mat, because you want your piece to fold in half the correct ways. If I attach it this way and fold it in half, it's not going to be the right size. So I'm going to make sure that I have my rectangle horizontally long ways. And I'm going to go ahead and lay my first pocket down. And this one we're going to clip in place. After we baste stitch our pockets in, you can go ahead and draw your lines for your division pockets so that you can create that cute little sweet tea honey stick pocket. So I'm just going to place this an inch from the top edge I'm using my mat a lot to help me figure out the placement of everything. I always use my mat and my ruler to make sure that everything is nicely even and spaced correctly. Now I'm going to clip these in place as well. And I'm just going to baste stitch around these 3 edges and across these 2, and then also across this bottom edge here. So we're going to be going across the bottom and sides and stopping when we get to the top when you're doing these smaller pockets. And then on the bottom pocket, you're going to be going across the 2 short sides and then the long bottom side. So I'm going to go ahead and do that, and then I'll be back. Okay, so I have attached all of my pocket pieces to the lining side of my material, and now what I'm going to do is I'm going to sew the division lines for the bottom pocket. That's going to create the honey stick holder and also the 2 separated pockets for your tea packets. So you can go ahead and use a friction pen and a ruler if you'd like. I'm just going to eyeball and sew it on there. All right, so I have sewn my division lines and they're creating the 3 bottom pockets, and now it's time to assemble the top. So you're just going to lay your pocket or your lining with the pocket pieces right side up, and you're going to lay your main exterior fabric piece on top of it, right sides down. We're going to clip all the way around that and stitch all the way around. Remember, leave yourself a 2 to 3 inch opening for turning, because you will be turning this right side out and you'll need to close it when you're done. So I have stitched around all 4 sides of my Sue Sweet Tea, and now what I'm going to do is clip my corners so that there's less bulk and turn it right side out, and then I can show you how to place your finger snaps. But there it is. I'm going to press it now and then top stitch it and show you the fabric finger snap placement. All right, I'm going to clip some of these loose threads that are hanging from there, and then we can put our finger snaps into place. So the important thing is that your finger snap placement, you're following the pattern for, because we have done all of the math to figure out how to keep them out of the way. So for your finger snaps, you want to make sure that you have a double cap for each edge, which is just 2 caps, and then you're going to have a socket and a stud. And we're going to put a finger snap on each side and then at the top. And I like to mark those with my friction pen and then use my seam ripper to actually rip the hole for them. I feel like I can control it a little bit better, and it makes just the right size hole for me to put those finger snaps in place. So I want my finger snaps to be evenly placed, and then I'm just going to take my little seam ripper here and I'm going to poke right through that hole, making sure that I'm going through both sides of the material. I'm going to make sure I tear the smallest hole. Then I'm going to take the cap and place it on the exterior of the fabric, because that is the pretty part that you want to have showing. And if you don't make the hole big enough on the first time, that's okay. Just go through and do it again. So my hole was just a little bit too small, so it's making it a little difficult to do. So I'm going to make it slightly larger. It does take some finessing, but once you get it popped through and you can see the cap, you're going to go ahead and put that socket piece on there. And then on the other side of Sue Sweet Tea, I'm going to put the stud. So I've got my socket on this side. I'm going to do my stud on this side. I've shown you what to do. Now all you have to do is add in your top snaps and your project is done. And that is so quick and simple. And then you'll have this really, really adorable sweet tea holder for your honey sticks and your tea packets. And don't forget that you can get this kit at thequiltedcow.com and in this really beautiful floral party Wilmington prints line. And like and subscribe to our channel, and we will see you guys again next time.
Okay, you wicked cool quilters, good job. You made it to the end. We would like to thank our sponsors, Husqvarna Viking Sewing Machines, Creative Grids, rulers, rotary cutters, and mats, and Wilmington Prints for the beautiful fabrics. Thanks for watching.